Yeah, I mean, it was always going to be a very tough game. I mean, Kerrol are a wonderful side, an outstanding coach, someone I have a lot of time for. So we knew from the first whistle to the last we'd have to be focused, concentrated, which we were. And obviously on the night, ran out worthy winners. What we have to do is, you know, it's behind us now. We have to make sure we get ready for an equally tough game against Mumbai City, who, you know, have come through the difficult period they had, showed wonderful qualities to do that. And again, you and Des Buckingham, they've got a young coach set for a glittering career, have so much time for him, and they've got wonderful players. So it's going to be a very tough game, but it's one that we're looking forward to. We know at Jamshedpur, if we're at our very best, we can win games against tough teams and top teams, and that's what we'll look to do. It's getting to the business end of the season. Every direct rival is playing each other, so you know it's all to play for, and we have to make sure we're at our very best. Yeah, I think it's a very important point. Daniel Shima has done wonderful since coming in. Greg Stewart's been outstanding all season. But both of the lads, Jordan Murray when he's been fit available was great, Ishan Pandita when he's going. But all these boys will tell you, they're only as good as their teammates, the boys that help them, the boys that supply them with the ball. If you look at Daniel Shima's last 2 goals, you know, young Boris down the wing, great ball in against Bengaluru. Boris again get released down the wing, great pullback for Daniel Shima. And you know, Greg, when Greg gets the ball, we all get excited but he's only as good, as I say, as his teammates are able to supply him with the ball. So the important thing is we think we have talented individual players, but our strength is as a group, everybody together, and that's what we look to do at Jamshedpur. So, you know, we have to be at our best, that's for sure, against a very good Mumbai team. Well, I think it's important that you have goals from different areas of the team and you're not one-dimensional, and we have that, you know, in the wide players. You know, young Boris has popped up, Len's popped up, Komal's popped up, although we're missing Komal, we've missed Farouk all season. So we've missed some big, you know, important players for us, but the group continue, whether it's an injury or a suspension, other boys step in, young Ritvik's come in, he's still to score, so maybe time it's for Ritvik to step up, but he has wonderful talent and wonderful ability, and we give players opportunity. So, you know, that's important moving forward. And as I said before, it's nice when you've got different positions and different people that can score goals for the team. Yeah, so Jordan's now started back training with the group, and his training each day has improved. He trained very well today, so we'll give Jordan every chance that there may be a possibility that he's able to be in the squad and maybe get, you know, 10, 15 minutes depending on 20 minutes depending on how his training continues to go. But to have someone like that back in the squad will be, you know, vitally important. He's a wonderful player. He's great within the group. I mean, he's a huge part of the team spirit we have here. Jordan, Greg, and boys like that. They all play their part, and so let's hope that Jordan's able to be involved against Mumbai. Yeah, well, already it's a headache with Ishan there already, with Daniel Shima. And we know Jordan, you know, Jordan Murray's a starter, he's shown that, he's an outstanding player. So that gives real competition between Daniel, as you say, Jordan, Ishan Pandita, who, I mean, Ishan's been wonderful. And I've got to say as well, in terms of how he is within the group, this is just an outstanding young man, Ishan Pandita. I have so much time for him. He's a credit to himself and his family, and we're delighted to have him here at Jamshedpur. Yeah, it tells you that, you know, from the mentality point of view, they have a very, very strong mentality. But I know that because, you know, within the leadership they have with Des and his staff, they're very good people and people very knowledgeable and know the game. And even in Mumbai's difficult run, as they call it, you know, they were still picking up, you know, draws here and there. And even in the narrow games they lost, they could easily have won. So, as I say, the margins were very fine. So Mumbai weren't doing a lot wrong, but obviously whatever it was, they've corrected it and they're looking very strong now. Obviously, as we do, you know, our really goal in the game, shall we say, is to make sure that we're at our best and be very respectful of the quality that Mumbai have, and they do have quality. So we have to be ready for that, you know, with the Angulos, the Sisios, you know, Jahu, wonderful player, young Indian players as well, Shongti I know well coming in, Bipin hit a bit of form again the other night. So wonderful, wonderful players, and be very respectful of them. But they know Jamshedpur is a good side. They know Jamshedpur can go toe to toe with anybody. And that's what we'll look to do. Well, obviously nobody likes to lose games. I think particularly the Mumbai game, obviously we had a terrible start in respect of, you know, 3-0 down within an early period, and clinical finishes from Mumbai, but some of it self-inflicted from ourselves. And I think probably that's part of the reason you do lose games, when you make, you know, individual mistakes, as we did against Bengaluru. Bengaluru never had a shot on target in the game against us, but if you make bad mistakes, you will be punished. So we have to make sure, as I say, we have focused, concentrated, limit the mistakes, and at the other end make sure we're clinical from the opportunities we create. We always create chances, we always have, you know, lots and lots of attempts at goal. We have to make sure we're ready to do that against, I've said before, a very, very good Mumbai side.